Shalom. This is Time with Peplish. This episode is entitled, Even This Shall Pass. In ancient Jewish mythology, King Solomon asked his servant to find a jeweler that can make a ring with special powers that when looked upon makes a happy man sad and a sad man happy. King Solomon knew there was no such ring, but wanted to teach his servant a lesson in humility. The servant looked everywhere for this ring, but could find none. Almost giving up hope,
defeated, he came back to Jerusalem, ashamed to be seen at the palace, walking the streets like a Meshuggah. Suddenly, he found himself in a little ragged alley. He saw a little shop with an old man inside. Jeweler. He thought for himself, if I can't get the ring, maybe the old guy can make it. I've got nothing to lose. He told the old man about the mysterious ring and asked him if he can make such a ring. The old man thought for a second and said, "Piece of cake." He picked up a ready-made ring and on it engraved something in Hebrew. Handed it to the servant and said, "Give it to the king. This is the ring." The poor servant couldn't read, but he had to take the chance.
The servants then presented the ring to the king, who was surprised as he thought no such ring existed. The king took the ring and read the inside inscription, Gamzei Havor, which means even this shall pass. At that moment, he became humbled because he knew his wealth, wisdom, and power were fleeting and will someday pass away. I don't know what you're going through right now. I don't know what is happening in your life. But one thing I know for sure is that Gamzei Havor, even this shall pass. Don't throw in the towel. Don't give up. Because this chapter of your life will soon pass. I read the book of Ecclesiastes chapter 3, verse 1 and the verse 4. And I read from the CJB version. It says, "For everything there is a season, a right time for every intention under heaven, a time to weep and a time to laugh, a time to mourn and a time to dance." Life shouldn't be lived on just emotions. Emotions come and go, and that is as sure as the rising of the sun and it's certain. Living your permanent life on temporal emotions can be suicidal. You may be happy, but prepare for sad times. You may be sad today, but be optimistic about good times. You may be angry, but don't act, because when the anger disappears, you may regret the former action. Maybe you are looking for a job. Maybe you are depressed. Maybe you just lost a loved one. Maybe you just found yourself in a certain situation that is too cumbersome for you to handle. But one thing that I know and I can assure you is that this chapter shall pass. Work for the things that have temporal benefits, but strive for the things that have eternal benefits. Whatever you have is not yours apart from your soul, and you are responsible for your soul, which will stand before God in judgment. Your clothes, cars, phone, and everything customized in your name is not eternally yours, because the day you lose your breath, another will possess it all. Life is short, as they say. Make sure you invest in eternity than you are investing in time. Be eternity conscious, because someday you will leave this earth. If you're happy, make the best out of it. Seize the day, because it will pass. If you are sad, cheer up. This too shall pass. This episode ends here. If you have comments, questions, or prayer requests, you can reach me via email purplishpen@gmail.com. My social media handles are Purplish on Facebook and Purplish_P on Instagram. Remember, there is no one like you, and your fingerprint is the proof. Have a great week.